right now.
He played rather well. I mean, he used Ada side six as if he was queen
I
nine.
don't think he can beat Logec though. I think Logec is.
But Logec is also, for the first time, playing a legend other than Sir Roland. I know this because I've uploaded many of his games, and I've only ever had to put in Sir Roland for him on our YouTube channel.
Yeah,
Well, let's just see. Let's just watch and see.
So Logec, what's the word? Representing Mozzie's Lord Vraxx here as he tries to go on with some Nair play. Insiders are actually okay. LDZ is actually just getting destroyed. He lands with a Nair. LDZ nearly in killing percent, and he actually throws the bomb aside. Logec gets that ground pound read onto LDZ, and LDZ looking for a weapon tries to get a Nair reversed as Logec gets the spike ball and probably KOs him. Like that's probably it. Whoa, what?
Logec dies. Okay, bud.
That was the greatest turnaround. Because like LDZ waited for that ground pound and did something that I'm so used to seeing him do with guitars, right? Where he waits for the ground pound and just swats him beneath the stage to the cider, but instead he did it with a dive kick, and LDZ actually manages to even up what was looking like a terrifying lead for Logec.
Ooh, Logec with the hard lance reads. Nah, dude, Logec's got this in the bag. You just gotta believe it.
Nairs are coming up from Logec now as the LDZ is being brought closer and closer to the
Nairs
orange.
in a row.
Side airs are coming out from LDZ. Lands another side air. Logec put into the yellow now, but another Nair as Logec's trying to cover every LDZ aerial option. And downers and Nairs are landing from LDZ as the damage is actually being traded rather evenly. Then End Light actually catching Logec as he dodges into a second End Light connects. LDZ goes for the recovery read and
so LDZ's actually playing really good still. Logec finds a throw into ground pound into a recovery. Doesn't quite kill just yet. So LDZ does have a lot of damage on him.
Logec hit by that cider, and LDZ goes for that recovery. I would have been impressed to see whether or not he would go for an end sig there. And the recovery kills. Wow, LDZ's keeping the lead.
LDZ finds the recovery onto Logec and takes the stock advantage again. What is happening? Two
sidelights come out from Logec as he just tries to put LDZ stock off. So at least LDZ has never gotten damage off any of these stock leads. And now we're even once again, and Logec has been showing that he's been able to trade effectively. The lance, he throws out Nair for Nair. Nice down air into neutral light. Weapon toss, however, comes out from LDZ as he plays with the guns, which he's definitely preferring in this tournament. And the down air comes out. Goes for an end light. LDZ nearly lands with that end sig, and Logec has brought LDZ to the orange and on the side of the stage. Is he? Oh no, we're seeing that again.
Okay. Oh man, that was so spooky. LDZ actually had a really good edgeguard chance there, but Logec used his weapon throw upwards to cover LDZ so he couldn't get the ground pound off. That was really smart from Logec. And
Logec hits him with the tail end of that Nair, puts LDZ in the kill percent, or unarmed recovery will do it, and a downer comes out, neutral light sends LDZ flying, Logec holds onto the guns, LDZ's definitely afraid of any of those Vraxx 6, and the cider will do it.
The cider finishes it, Logec takes game 1. Okay.
That was really close, though. That was a really close.
But look at the
game.
damage out. If it wasn't for that gimp that LDZ got
on the first stock, it would have been a lot.
But those gimps are everything. Gimps are life, bro.
I don't know.
Didn't you see that Twilight Reddit post where it was like Annie Pop, and he was like, "Oh,
that was so spoopy.
I'm gonna beat Annie Pop's Catars," and then he goes and he gets Catard stringed, and you know the Catars. Yes, that's with a cat. Yes, and he gets Catar stringed, bro. Off the map. Done.
Throwbacks to the first few GCS tournaments where we didn't actually know how to pronounce Qatars.
No, Catars?
For Surrey, yeah.
Yeah, for Surrey, bro. Like, that emote is still coming. If you don't think we're gonna have
one
of those one
day...
Oh, yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Alright, so back into the game. Lord Vraxx sticking with it. Logec feeling comfortable enough to play an off character for himself.
LDZ opens up with an end light, throws out a side light. D-light Sair coming from LDZ, showing that he doesn't drop those even onto you, and hits another end light. Even repositions to land it and hits him with a cider. LDZ playing with that spear now and being really dominant.
Logec though just hits you know, a few gun combos and the damage is equalized.
Weapon toss comes from LDZ, doesn't get the end light follow up. Multiple spear weapon tosses coming out as a Nair, lands from the guns, dodges through most of Logec's moves, but still doesn't manage to get a hit, and both players are in the orange. Cider comes out, tries to go for a chase dodge Nair, doesn't work out, and Logec, holding onto the guns, is trying to end the stock from LDZ. Ooh, that recovery puts him in kill percent.
Wow, but yeah, LDZ finds a recovery off of Logec's Swift recovery and gets the first kill again. LDZ has gotten... Oh no!
No! When he gets a GC neutral light off stage! LDZ carries Logec into the air and puts him in the orange from a white to orange combo as LDZ, pulling out the guns, probably gets KO'd by that lance. No, Logec makes him, allows him to get back as a side air Nair comes out, and LDZ tries to go for a side stick execute.
LDZ's dominating this stock. Logec can't do anything. He finally gets a bit of a footing, but he still doesn't have a lot. He still needs to kill, like, LDZ now.
Down here comes out. LDZ's looking to take a 2-stock lead over the likes of Logec. Second seed in this tournament. As the side stick comes out, Logec doesn't know what to do. LDZ picks up the
He has
spear.
to find the KO, like, before he dies. Okay, so he doesn't completely lose it, but the question is, how much damage can he rack up before dying? That's, like, a super important question right now.
Yeah, side airs are coming out from LDZ as Logec actually gets recovery hit. Doesn't KO, but it comes dangerously close as the mine goes high. Logec disarms that with the lance. Actually gets a weapon toss on LDZ and a side light comes out. Side air goes flying. Logec can get killed by quite a few moves right now. LDZ doesn't need to land a gun recovery.
Yeah, side air is actually about to kill. That's probably the last side air he'll be able to survive. And when Gun Sair is going to kill you, you're in a really rough spot for surviving. He has managed to get a bit of damage onto LDZ.
And
actually managed to get him to orange already.
Yeah, two end lights
good.
actually do quite a bit of damage as Vraxx takes advantage of Ada's defense. That down air puts him down. LDZ is actually looking quite close to losing the stock. Whoa, recovery comes out and
quite kill.
And Logec slowing this game down long enough for LDZ's crazy opener to not being able to use spot dodge, avoids the side air, recovers on the stage, lands that side light and the weapon toss, but LDZ can't end the stock. There's the recovery. Definitely more than enough to kill, but LDZ is basically even with Logec here. As we've seen that he does not hold on to these stocks very long. That Ensig barely misses, and LDZ gets a D-Light sider. That's pretty big. Now 2 siders in a row.
LDZ's actually taking this opportunity to rack on some damage of his own. Because he still has this stock that Logec has to finish off.
Yeah, that recovery would have done it, and he didn't actually get the second hit. And a side air sends him flying. Another side air might do it to LDZ if he's not in the center of the stage, but he makes it back, and Logec's almost in the orange as LDZ tries to land the side air as he gets back on the stage.
So far, LDZ is finding a ton of damage to the stock. Logec can't seem to end this guy's stock, and he's been taken down to orange already. This might be LDZ's game. Ooh,
ground pound comes out, and that every time Logec's put out that ground pound, LDZ has done the same side air punish. Always. Like, Logec puts out the ground pound, LDZ says, thank you, hits him with a side air, tosses him beneath the stage, but he didn't actually get the kill, but that's still a lot of damage as Logec is brought into the red. LDZ tries to read his dodge in with an end light, doesn't get it in the gun toss. Logec's done a great job of landing those mine-propelled weapon tosses, but that... What?
Oh my god!
What?
The spear killed
What?
him.
Oh no.
He went all the way down and he didn't manage to dodge it. My homie back at
Thundy G. Oh jeez, okay.
I love it.
Vex,
so Logec
LDZ
going to his main now. He's no more messing around.
Yeah, Vraxx has been thrown out of the options as Logec goes to Roland, which I'm very more used to seeing him play on. And LDZ opens up the first weapon, hits the guns, and lands into a disco as he gets that in there as he follows up. And Logec lands with an end light, has a sword in hand, and starts fighting LDZ properly. Nair into recovery comes out, and LDZ uses his dodge, lands on the stage, gets an end light, doesn't get any follow-up, however, and LDZ is looking to be put into the red pretty soon.
So far, Logec looking really solid, taking a bit of a health lead. Definitely going better than the other 2 games on the first stock for Logec.
Ooh, charges up that Ensig, and LDZ's ready to punish that properly with the down air, but doesn't get anything as a follow-up. But that side air comes out, puts Logec into the orange, rolling with a lot of defense, but LDZ not seemingly having a problem of landing anything on him, but he's killed at the top by an air, and that's
okay,
pretty,
that was a really bad option from LDZ. He just, like, used double dare and got smashed both times from a nair. Like, when you're trying to get back on stage when you're above, using nair locks you into this, like, one way to move. And you can just get hit for free, like Logec did.
Ooh,
and now Logec's like running away.
Yeah, Logec's taking this lead hardcore. Like, LDZ is kind of trading a little bit poorly with Logec, and that kind of sucks considering that he's Ada, and that Ensig comes out. Or not Ensig, rather, but LDZ gets that side air, is trying to end Logec's stock as desperately as he can, and the side air from the guns will do it, but it's 2-2. LDZ's in the red on Ada, and Logec has just come back on his second stock with Sir Roland.
Alright, so let's see if Logec can find the kill or not. I mean, this is... I wouldn't put it past LDZ to just bring this guy from white to orange again, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but the side air comes out, and something to consider is that The matches that were kind of close already were on Logic's Vraxx, and I can't speak for Logic in regards to how much he plays Vraxx, but I definitely know he doesn't play it a lot in tournament. And down air's come out as LDZ gets that D-Light actually, doesn't get a cider fall, but down air comes out Logic being brought to the orange as LDZ slowly puts on damage with these down airs, and then Light comes out, but that's definitely not going to kill, and LDZ manages to recover, holding onto the guns for dear life, but that cider actually clips very end of the hitbox and sends LDZ flying to his death.
Yep.
LDZ denied
I
all
mean, he
weapons.
did get Logic orange, so he's not too far from kill percent. Finds a side sig, brings him even deeper.
Cider
into
comes
red.
out, Logic's gonna have to dodge here, and LDZ tries to go for that end sig, maybe should have pivoted it, and goes for recoveries. Logic hasn't put any damage on yet, and he's actually in kill percent recovery! What?
Wow, it's evened up.
And just like that, LDZ's done it. 1-to-1 on stocks. Last stock of the tournament, LDZ, not tournament, but winner's bracket. LDZ is fighting to get into that winner's quarters match for his EU tournament, and down here into neutral light comes out. LDZ's winning out on these trades. Another end
Oh
light.
man.
Three end lights.
Logic's got hit by like tons of damage. He's already in orange. LDZ looking for more. Logic's not quite in kill percent yet, but he's getting plenty of damage onto LDZ. A signature could kill LDZ right now.
Ooh, goes in for that recovery, doesn't connect. Logic gets the nair. LDZ being put closer and closer to the red as he's trying to kill him. Actually dodges out of the way of that nair. Lands the Sair, very poorly spaced, and he gets punished by a D-Light side air. Put into the red, into kill percent, disarmed as well, and LDZ is struggling to get back on stage. Recovering on 170 ping, definitely difficult. Goes for that ground pound that LDZ loves to punish, but he doesn't have a weapon. And Endlight comes out, goes for a side sig. Another Endlight. Logic, but closer to kill percent. LDZ charges a side sig, expecting a chase dodge in. Multiple Endlights into an end sig!
He finds the neutral sig. Is this it? Can he get the edge guard?
Logic dodges to the side, goes to the recovery. Logic tries to kill this with in there. Down air actually catches Logic.
LDZ wins.
Player 2. NA.
What?